Testing. Testing. The microphone actually works pretty fucking well. Going to be a bit of an echo for a minute because I just muted my stream on my end. We will be listening to a podcast while I play this. It's more of a test than anything else. Not really planning on posting this video after the fact. It'll probably be deleted because it's going to get content flagged. But
welcome to another episode of the Regulation Podcast. This is episode 76, and my name is Jeff Ramsey. With me, as always, Andrew Patton, Eric Moore, Nick Schwartz.
Let's see.
Last Saturday,
I still need to do quite a bit of stuff. Gallo or Divino.
I broke briefly as a human being. You shot him out.
So those
I didn't shit
guys.
at all. It would have been so much easier. That'd break him at this point. Yeah, that wouldn't break me. Not only that, but had I shit,
Just buy all
my
these
years of
people.
experience self-shitting would have guided me through the process in a much better way than I was able to navigate on my own in this situation. Yeah, just completely shit the bed mentally and got lost and didn't know what
30
to do.
minutes.
Didn't know how to get myself out of the situation. I can't remember the last time that's happened to me. What happened?
So let's just do this guy. Hold on. Let's look at the unlocks. Do I need to do any levels?
You're doing this again, so go for it. Good job unusing the reference, though.
Haven't unlocked that country yet, so can't do that one.
So last Saturday, Emily and I, it's October in Austin, so it was about 94.
So I gotta do those two.
And we wanted to have a nice little fall day.
Green Acres.
As you do when it's 94 degrees in Austin, so we were looking for anything to do out of the heat. And saw there's this new, I think it's called Connecticut-style pizza place in Austin called Smalls Pizza. I don't know what Connecticut pizza is. Yeah, what is that? I don't know. It's a style. Supposedly, the best pizza in the world is Connecticut pizza right now. I think it's Detroit is square. No, it's not. It is. It looks. I'll be honest with you. It looks and tastes like regular.
It really doesn't give us much.
Regardless, it's fucking good. And so, Emily and I went to this small pizza place. Is that what it's called? I think it's what it's called. And it's in this place over on the east side where you go into that looks like shit, kind of. Where you go into like an open air building, on the right, and like that kind of place, or the shop, and this work, kind of cafeteria style. But anyways, we went in and we ordered our pizza, and it was like, it's gonna be about 20 minutes, and we're like, yeah, no problem, but there's stuff on the other side of it. And it was which is cool, but we're not going to sit down, so then I cook right when we want to shop.
Santa Water.
I feel like I'm the reason they don't want people to drink soda through the street. You know? Yeah. Even when I take a soda into the store, I do think like, there's one sort of King of the Hill many years ago where Hank and Bobby were flying, and Bobby was like 16, and they were sitting in the airplane exit row, and the person came over and asked if Bobby was responsible enough to handle it. They get Hank with the Bobby, and I'm like, no, sir, we got to the seats. I feel like that's kind of what that's kind of what I feel every time I go into a store with Hank. Like, and the part of the soda thing, and the store's like, did you bring the soda inside? I think you're so we did put a cake no! And the junk this isn't as bad. Nick's not going. Emily and I did go very expensive papers. Kind of expensive papers. $11 sticker. It's a dollar store, and as we were in there, by the way,
what?
I see a cool puzzle, which is like the only thing that's doing over-index in puzzles, I over-index in puzzle love, so I don't have a mind going to the same person I know going to do puzzles and maybe find a little like it. But I see this cool puzzle that they love, but there's a lot of shelf of the paper. And so I go down to the better look, and as I go down to the better look, I put the photo in my left hand and my back, so I can reach down with my right hand to grab the puzzle, and I put my foot down too far, I got my baseball, and what you should know is, in progress, like to the right, like let's say my 5 o'clock, I jump, adult man, looking in a different spot. Into that man's lap. If that man is wearing short shorts, my glasses are like resting on his wiener. And he looks at me, and I look at him, and I don't know what to do. And I go,
Nothing like a 6 a.m. monster to start the day.
Looks at him in his lap. And as I do that, unintentionally, I pour my Diet Coke into the ground. And so I'm like, grabbing the stuff in my hand turned upside down, all into the ground, and it fell and sickened. And that's when I broke. I didn't know what to do. It wasn't wrong, but I just watched it, and so long, so that I just broke. And all it was was that black, like, plastic claw. I maybe touched the guy's dick, and I'm just staring at soda and completely mess, and I have a bag, and I'm going with food. So eventually I stepped out of it, and I looked at the bag, and my puzzle and then the sticker was stuck in the bag. And I go, and I look over, and Emily's on the other side of the store, and she hasn't seen any of it, like, I'm going to why? You can't tell. To find the employee, and the employee is like helping somebody by very far away. Like a little fountain, you know, so I'm making more of a mess, and I like, you get that thing where you just like turn 10 degrees in every direction, you're like, and I go, I run out the door, and then Emily she says, what are you doing? And she, I'm standing in front of the store now, and I'm thinking, she can see me, and the employees can see me through the window. So I just roll into the parking lot, and then I see a dumpster, and I'm like, oh, this is something I can do. As I go to the dumpster, and I put the bag, and I dump all the soda out, and then my puzzle is completely soaked in soda. All of it is sitting in the soda. A handful of wet shit when I throw the bag away and my soda away. And the only thing I did was go to the car. I go to his car, and I open it up, and there's one napkin. A napkin. I used the napkin to wipe everything off. And I'm on some kind of a dumb autopilot. But I wouldn't say that I'm operating on any intelligent level at this point. Like, it's all instinctive. And then I like, I don't know what to do, so I leave that stuff in the car, and I grab the napkin, which is then really wet, and I just run back to the store, figuring, I gotta fuck the store, because I'm still known in this lady's store, and nobody knows it. So I run in, and the napkin to clean up as much as I can, give it a lot, and then I stand at the door again, and then eventually get back to the other store. And I was like, I don't even know how to do it. I was like, I don't want to bother. opened the bag of the rival paper store while the phone. I did think it was odd. Feels like a targeted attack so that the bag of the other company. Like, this is who did this. Yeah. I did feel some kind of way about that, actually.
Did you get your sunglasses back?
I did. I kept my sunglasses. They were in my
Scratch that guy's
claw.
stick again?
In the claw hand. No, I What's the odds of two scratching look up to the right and see another my level, just to shoot the level, you know? Like full kid style. It wasn't at the bottom. He was looking at some probably love.
Cool guy advice from Jeff, the guy who's right out to the dumpster.
There you go. I also have a note here, Andrew, that I wanted to something I wanted to ask. Okay. It is the month of August. Is that correct? It is. The first year, oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a bad. Have we broken the cycle? I think that might prove me wrong, yeah. I think that might have been it. Yeah, I guess like we're still, let's get through the end of the year. Yeah, this is good for you, but I feel like that's fair. It's fair competition. So far, it seems that no indications of breakage.
I don't want any of that.
So, was it Jet? I wonder if it was specifically my value. If I broken it,
Yeah, a weapon. Yeah, one more slot. I don't want whip either. Be a good weapon.
Cheers, Igor Jack.
Anything else in your life that breaks quite a lot?
I feel like
Might as well do this now. It'll be the only thing that's getting upgraded. And then I don't have to worry about losing out on XP for anything else once it's fully upgraded, which is nice. Nothing else hidden on this level, so all we have to do is survive until 30 minutes.
You have a terrible Xbox. Let's go. Against like one of the real if the word accent on the accent, still
Us?
At that point. We have to find somehow.
Nick is saying that he's heard me use the headset, and that's what we've been making content.
I need crown and the gold book. I don't remember what that's called. To evolve these last couple things. It's not gonna give them to me.
It's just the Xbox headset.
Yeah, that's one.
Why don't you get the next one part with me now, and I'll use the mic to tell me how it is. Wait, this is me. Yeah, no, you and then you should capture your I don't know who's available. I'm sending party guys to all you guys. Everybody, because they're excited. Oh shit, I need to get a mic. Hold on. Oh, thank you. Good. This will be a little fun. I only have my headphones with me. Hello? Hey, what's up, bitches? I don't sound good to you? Right? Oh, you know, talking to my Xbox headset microphone. Yeah, well, you know what? I was wrong. That's fine. I was wrong about it. Yeah, I was wrong. That's been good for you. No, I'm not looking to be straight. I think. You sound pretty good. Eric sounds phenomenal. Yeah, I thought
Don't remember what I need for that. The sword.
I was wrong.
Recorded? Did you? Alright, good. Alright, just making sure, because I grabbed well, we streamed it live, so we can It's like 140-ish people. Yeah, name is scary like that.
I think it locked in your mind. Ivan?
I don't know what I was hearing.
Every time we played Halo Infinite like 45 times.
Yeah, every
So
time
I sounded like really times.
like that, yeah, it was that character. I know. Great.
I was watching a little bit of the video for that day, the video.
Everything's evolved. Grab those other two and just discard them just to kill these guys and get the eggs. Where's the other? Where is it? I can't see it. There's too much shit on the screen.
And so I just replied, and then I got another one. You realize what is the down was trying to sign into the little thing. Your stuff is trying to make sure. I thought we were just playing a game. Just sitting up. Sorry, I thought we were playing Dumpster. It's fun. I scrolled through my phone for like 2 days. I was in a group chat with people who had one of the numbers. And what I saved my phone, that's good. I decided different things. So I decided that, like, stick this stuff. So then you wake up and it's 26 and think, oh, maybe this is like a different camera. So I thought that you're replying to video phone just giving me another Google stuff. So I was convinced that you were replying to that, so that I replied with the number.
I want you to go through and tell me when you guys
Okay, so we're at 30 minutes. I'll wait until 31 to save.
So I said one thing,
one of the detail at the start of class. At this point, where Darren's right
Right.
for number 40 and showing
That
us
should
the
be
shot, and he's still
2
how long
trophies,
to be in.
I think.
Like, look how long this went on for. I started at 101.
Okay.
By 120.
What's next?
Which I did above, right? I wrote 40. He said 51.
Yeah. So this is
Still got to
the
do
context for that.
these
You said
guys.
before, and I clicked 4
Level
So
50
as
with
soon as you were
Christine,
in
Arca,
because I hit
and
it on my
Pasadena.
and then you said 40 with a bunch of Haas
Can I
after.
afford
So
anything
I
here?
thought that was indicating that you were in, and now you were doing the bit of we were actually guessing numbers. So then I continued on the bit, and then you were playing with another number, establishing that you still weren't in, despite the fact that I clicked 4
Oh, I have Trouser unlocked? I didn't realize I had
No, the
Trouser.
4 that you clicked didn't do anything.
Alright, I can farm
so that's
money.
why I thought it was the Haas that threw me after the
I gotta
next set
do
of numbers.
this
And
stuff
then verified
first.
on mine. And then
Yeah,
you went,
that's
ha 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 ha.
Turns out I was laughing before I got in, and then it
Yeah.
continues. He didn't get the 40, and then he
Arca.
hit me with another, and then you said verified 52 without me saying anything. But then somehow I was logged in.
Let's
So we
go
went through that.
to
And by
the library.
1:28 p.m., 28 minutes after we started the process, I said, now we can play that.
I think what's really at fault here is
that.
first of all, design. What you did is so I think this is all fault.
That's why I was logged in.
No point. You didn't get the one night to log in.
Bad way right now.
I apologize.
That was on me. That was if I wouldn't have sent the text message like 2 days prior to a random number asking if you wanted to yes, we would play.
Now, if you're looking at a screenshot, and you pick 25 matrix, and press that. So, yeah, hit 25 on the D-factor or whatever. And this is maybe time. We've done this so many times. That's one of these. Yes, of course. Yeah, we should be part of this.
That's because you can log into all your data. Looks like you log into the Why do you make that noise? I guess I have to do it. I brought up that I think sleeping with a weight it's been an issue. I've been having quite a
All things to misplace.
The problem is, I'll get up on this big time. The first thing I do when I wake up is I pull it off, and then I'm not really awake, and I have no split. But just go to it's from a problem, because I realize, one, I like the feeling of the weight. That's but two, I really like not knowing when I'm sleeping. Because I don't know if I'm going to open or close. Right? So I'm either sitting with my eyes open, yeah, it makes it a little bit more fun, I think. Because I'll be playing, because if I don't have the mask on, I know I'm just either laying with my eyes open or my eyes closed. But I don't know which I'm doing. So I'm either just laying there thinking about stuff, or I'm sleeping.
Well, I agree with you. Something so insane. I kind of get it.
I really enjoy the history of it all. Of what am I going to fall for? But thinking about this little thing, because they so then I thought, I know this is an insane idea, but what if I slept with my hand up? And then I would just turn on a light, and I don't find the sensation of the weight on the hand. I've never recorded that before. I don't know how comfortable they would be saying maybe this is the possibility. I would, but I still have to wait on that thing to actually but my main issue was beyond the fact that you guys ever worn Nightwing goggles already? I wore them constantly in reality, and no, they are not comfortable, but that's also nice because comfort quality. Even the comfort thing, so no, I also think that I was probably wearing like military grade and PPE. There's not like skirt. So I imagine that they're probably a couple of I'm glad that both for this and stuff. I also realized that every time it's connected to Bible, yeah, when they turn them on, they go, that's the thing. Does that actually hurt? I'll be honest, I don't really good at this. I don't feel like there should be, because I feel like the whole point is sleep. And I'm like, that now is more like, yeah. You're like, yeah. It's the efficient. It's in it for your like split or something. I know. I told you that. That could be me. It requires dual vision. No, so what happens is like, yeah, we're creating. And that's when I'm actually probably we'll be laying in the case that's dark. That's one of the light that will disturb the heart. What is the way that I can see that without disturbing the prophet doesn't well. The what? You think you would enjoy sleeping with that? It's sort of, I'm a little sick with this because I kind of like it when it's kind of different. It's like the one time when like I would come out of my head against the wall. Recently, I put pillows on top of my face when I sit the night and I breathe through the nose. That is pretty fun. Yeah. I fell asleep the other night with my head in the I gotta look at put it like a pillow. No, I put it so there's a bunch of holes in it. For instance, for the cat. And I put my head through one of the holes. But where's the thing? What thing? The cat's head on my head. What do you mean? Like an astronaut. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I put it on, yeah, because there's three entrances. Three of them are entrances, three sides, and one side is a solid wall. So I had the solid wall. I put my head through the bottom. I had a hole in the bottom. A hole in the bottom. Like the one that put that. And then I through the front end. And the very close to the front end. I felt it. I'll get into the I'll print you it. Yeah. I'll get position for it. Different. What? I can't do it right now. I'm gonna need other people. It's really set back to get cozy in bed. I need to get the right amount of uncomfortable. Yeah. I'll send it over to you. Send it by Rich Double. I don't know how
Gotta adjust here. Ugh.
Maybe reaching anything.
Oh god.
I don't think that helps.
I think the 6 a.m. monster might have been a mistake.
I'll test it. I think it'll make a difference, but I'll test it. If it does make a difference now, it won't have a It's true. Future person, like the young one. I told you step in and out of the back of the world. Do it the back half of your life. It makes no difference to you. I just think it doesn't, yeah, it doesn't make a difference. I go to bed with like my lips flexing and parts and what's shut
Needs better. That's what I thought. The game has to give it to me. Probably won't.
Yeah, I maybe like 90 minutes to an hour before I didn't sleep like stuff 13.
Do you guys have water cutoffs? Good.
Oh, I mean, I do just to wake up. If that works for you, man, that's great.
Yeah. I just, the way you said it, it felt like I was yelling water. I really appreciate it. You have a food restriction? Yeah. Like if I get hungry and like you don't get up and like shit in the middle of the night, or it's just like I'm just so that I'm just so that I'm gross. I just so that I don't eat it's not related to birds anymore. You do. Yeah, you thought about how they make over the fun. I think they're uncomfortable with so they're uncomfortable. Not uncomfortable. Like from an health perspective, it's gonna care. Not a brand. But from a social perspective, that's it's like eat a plate of toast.
Thanksgiving dinner every day.
Turkey, the mashed potatoes, what's the one that you have a full I'll never fall
Alright, got that. Now we can grab these. I don't know, we just wait it out. I'm already past it, but I don't think I need to survive the full timer, but I'm at least going to get everything fully upgraded before I quit. I think I just need to get these characters to level 50.
So part of the eating thing before the it just it feels cozy. I feel like I'm a bear and get ready for But my blanket is
Garlic still needs to evolve, so keep going until that happens, I guess.
essentially a third person. Multiple blankets. Yeah, not possible. Why are you so good? So wait, you don't have what's your betting strategy? Have no betting before it does? Rotate? Is that way I'm not waiting for like a big old thing to drive? Nick rotate? I don't rotate. Just watch people do it.
That's everything. Don't need to keep going. Didn't know it scrolled through.
You like get up in the morning and go like, oh,
That should be just the one.
Who are you talking to?
That's Arca done.
My question's to you. You rotate.
Who's next?
How many rotations do you have?
Christine and Pascal.
Like, I rotate clothes, I look in my closet,
So,
and
I'm
where
gonna
these
do
shirts
something
they do that for
stupid.
blank? Or do you just have one rotation?
Because I've been fucking struggling with this one. We're gonna try and do the inverse.
How often do you watch sleep? Yeah. Okay, so get Tuesday. It said every Tuesday at the Ramsey House. Yeah. Yeah. What's your situation on the second day? How often do you watch them? Probably like 7 days. And you take them off, and then you just wait on them. I've got to the end.
Do that.
But
Use the protection. Attempts to survive this for once.
I just got squashed and stuff. I felt validated, and then it seemed like you all three all saw what I was coming. Although it's not the bag, it was discovered that like it was a rat. There was rats in your squash, or some type of animal. Tiny bite marks and all of it. And then you guys rodent like milk. No, none more than they had before. So I definitely think I ate more than the bite marks than before. I don't feel any different. Maybe that's why you went to the dumpster. You gotta think about like the timeline and going that lined up because that was Friday, and then Saturday you had all that and then Monday.
Alright, so in order to do this properly, I'm gonna need to get a regular whip.
Feels good on Monday. That's really true.
I mean, yeah, I'm already dead. Completely missed.
The table that we have on my stand on is and when the two lights out, the coffee table tipped over towards us. I was like, oh, we should get a stand back for the bottom of the coffee table. And Jeff looks for a second and he goes, oh, I don't know where to stand back. Hold on. And he leaves the room and he walks into the room.
I don't even know what I just grabbed. Just trying to get the chest menu popped up.
Oh, I guess we were using that something. I'm the one that put it together. I just didn't forget. I said that was more fun trying to knock down the gate. I didn't realize that. It was definitely low Thursday. It's okay. It's okay. We did want to do that like that. We have plenty of other sandbags, right? We have a ton of sandbags. We do. We have a lot of those 6 sandbags. Let's go with it. You've used up like literally like an hour. Is there any permits for you can use them right now if you want to. You know how well they're going to work. You can get the stand with it still. You just think it's dirty. In my defense, needed a few more sandbags for the coffee table, I went to Amazon and I bought what I got was the same sandbag. And it painted. The other one was full of sand, which was a bit me. I'm gonna go to Home Depot though. I'll have some nice sand and I'll fill it. What? What would you put in? I just got a bunch of dirt. I'm sorry, man. Oh, you think it would be easier for you to drive to like 45 miles per hour to the Foley? 30 minutes west of northwest of Austin to get my dad when I go that far. Have you ever in a situation where there's such a pound of dirt and that? That's what. Are you in a situation where there's a dirt or a lot? Yeah.
Hmm?
I've been to the quarry 3 times in my life, and both times I went twice to take forever to get there. Oh, it's not very cheap. I went way out there to work for the Liquid Death advert. On the advert,
Oh shit.
regulation listeners asking Liquid Death if they're Cosmic Crisp apples. And let me tell you, yes they are. Good? Hell yeah. Alright. Better be. So, the sandbag you took from the break shift, it was
This is
stand holding the
relatively
the top-down
difficult
camera, was it? Yes.
challenge.
I thought it was still balanced. I didn't realize how unbalanced it was.
You always hit a hurdle with this.
Fell, and then we fixed it. And then we replaced the C stands with the C-links mounted.
Let's go ahead and grab that.
Yeah,
Don't have to worry about finding it later.
Get the audio from the security camera. Yeah, sure. We post that. Are you gonna post the videos of everyone tripping over the same cable over and over and over? Yeah, I'll have that as a chance. So the kid, who that cable across the entire school? That's the closest you can get that Xbox. So you actually run that Xbox. Speaking of the office, yeah. Last episode. Last episode of the TV show The Office, or last
That might be a good pick, because then I can get the tome garlic as well. The right setup here is basically become invincible.
Sat down, had to switch it in, when I realized I was not attached. Didn't know where it went. This man, no clue. And it's a weird thing to lose, because they are perfectly good onto the switch. Went to where I charged that switch. No clue where it went. And I thought, how do I find it? I was curious if there was anything within the switch.
Bible?
There is. If you're missing a controller, there is a button you can hit that will like make it hang and fire.
I need health. I need health. Chicken! Give me chicken! Thank you. For a long time. Then I realized that I was about to dance and it was taking a thing, which was very helpful. Still couldn't find it. Eventually discovered it in my bathroom. I guess when I was stepping into the tub, I must have held the button that dismounts it, and I launched it into the corner of the bathroom on the tub. I was looking back the whole time. I would have been first after it was thing. But as I was going back and forth, as I was getting audio cues to where this small needle was that I found, I still was just completely unable to make me think about that. I could never find it. So, you have to talk about the geography of India. With the death, the bathroom and the bed. How, when you at your death, did it sound like it came from the no. Maybe more than years.
I didn't know you were like it. I think so. You're intense. You feel that one. Yeah, I've done the social media technology. I don't know. I don't know about your guys. I think people post on social media. Yeah, I never. One, the validity of it, I've always questioned. I've never trusted it because I feel like it wouldn't send good validity. What's the thing where you hit the button? The problem is the thing with the iPad. Yeah. Here's the thing with the iPad. I can see that there are things that I can't see. You'll have to set it up. It's much squiggles, right? I can't make out the squiggles, but I can recognize the squiggles are there. It's like words, dictate. But here's I always feel like someone's never that's what it's like with what he's describing as you're annoyed, but yeah, you're paranoid. I wouldn't trust that they ever played. Well, the context of the saying.
A doctor gaslighting his patients.
I trust doctors. I've never not trusted doctors. So I trust doctors. You get what I'm saying, right? The point of trying to convey of that, you trust somebody, you're failing. It's a weird tactic. I know what it says, but it's not true. What's not true?
Got my chicken.
But you have to trust.
So I'll just have to go on a hunt.
No, you verify, but you verify it with verification. I can't see with my ears, so I didn't go to the test it, but I'm going to test it on the video that I feel it. When they don't feel it, it's
Get out of there. I need chicken again. Damn it. That was my own fault.
Even if let's say,
Something's fucking rough.
right? We're doing this exercise. Night vision on or off?
I mean, I'm kind of making it harder on myself because I'm trying to do two things at once. Let's just take her to the regular Medforce this time. Get this over with, and then move on to a different fucking thing.
Verify, I think we want to do is capture the audio from the phone. Right, but like pretend we're about to do that, that means work, but then it's down. I'm not sure about that. You go. That's for sure. Yeah.
Oh,
to be fair, if I'm not trusting anybody who's going to try to sound like they're really listening to people, it's just that, yeah, when it comes to turning. I think it's so hard to play it, especially here. You know, that's a great point. I don't get it. At the point, I don't even trust my own parents. Yeah. I trust my ears the least out of my fucking life. I wonder why that is.
Grab that since I haven't had it before.
Yeah, because sometimes I think I hear the doorbell when I don't. You know, like when you're this game, like it's delivered, you don't want that doorbell. No. Well, that's the thing that see, if you did, you would trust your ears. That's something I experienced, so I trust my ears. If you get into whatever the fuck Andrew's talking about, you don't understand what's going on. You're not supposed to understand what I mean. There's certain sounds I hear that I know, like, I anticipate. So I hear them, or I can't hear them when I don't. If you're expecting to record this podcast in like half an hour, you stop hearing them. Well, okay. Well, let's record the podcast. Sometimes you want to work. But I think I'm sleeping. It's very comfortable. What's your step? That's the don't see anything with this. Your boxes are okay. So we want to reverse that forward. Anything far away,
Could stay there.
I would wear glasses if I had no location, but the fact that I can't be far away things like that is fine. What am I? Let me really get this. Could have been anything. Like a fact. If she was writing a word out, it's something. No, you're waiting for it. Is it late? If you don't want to wear that, it's part of the stability of the house.
I mean, this game would have to have vampires in it for that to happen.
A little nose extension. What I really want is to walk down. Get a prescription for those. Breakable, but it's too slippery? Yeah, well, like this thing, there's not a lot of nose there. It's like a runway that you think in your backyard. It's only one thing. There's not that. What about the rubber stuff?
I'm just not paying attention right now.
Oh, like this. Yeah, that's something like this. But I mean, you can yeah. What you're saying, Jeff, is right. It's a lot together. Something a little scary. Let's this the second floor. Slip up the ring. Might be able to read them clearly. Probably getting to the end.
Can't fucking make progress.
I do need to do an order. So we have some order of business we got to run through first. And anything else you guys want to cover before we end? But I do need to get to this. 2 weeks ago, we released a picture of the shirt we commissioned Burn Dog to make for us, the metal shirt, regulation metal shirt. It's if you haven't seen it, it looks a lot like black metal and death metal band shirts. It's an indecipherable text and then a picture of me looking
Restart.
dead next to a hole in the ground. And we did a little contest to say that if you could figure out what it says, we'll give you some free merch, do something nice for you. And most people did. I think
I'm
we
gonna
got
do this instead of doing the damaging zones,
it said,
just to
one, all the comments,
make sure I get all the XP I can, not missing any of it. It's probably the better option.
I'd like to congratulate. So try. And I put 7 comments on the video. 8 comments on the video. In the detrimental, I feel like it says Pizza on the left side, that's on the right. And they didn't draw it. But that's okay. I don't think there's anybody got the equation perfectly correct, but I did get those guys to do it. Solve the looking. This is how it says. I don't think anybody got the idea of the cross. Excellent. Even if it's at the bottom. But there you go. So that is how it goes into the first. So if you also think you can go to the parts, show the outfit.
Or which items? Oh, those, yeah, it won't delete those. I make the mistake of running into the ones that spawn the fucking cloaked dudes all the time. But I typically don't grab any of that until I've already filled my loadout, just because that way I get the extra benefits. Try to anyway. Sometimes my brain just runs towards shit in this game. That. Do I need? No. That for the upgrade. Grab that because I want the evolution. Keep going. This level shouldn't be this hard. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with it. Grab this stuff. Probably something like that, because Pentagram is deliberately difficult in that way. But if I could just fucking survive long enough to get her to level 50, we can quit. That's all I need to do with this character. Grab those. Gives me the revives. It's nice. Survive a little longer that way, huh? For the evolution.
I think Nick is making a valid point that it would physically to do like a brick. Instead of you yelling at you go to the next which is possible to do a brick. But if you would say like, dude, so I can place the brick, I can both would have been on the same. Alright, yeah, alright. Keep me some both, let's try it work. Alright, I'll be there. Okay. Alright, jump, okay, jump in. Jump, get out of the way. Alright, that's there. Now jump. You gotta jump till you land on it. Now jump again so you can jump across. Yep, jump.
Eat chicken.
Still good jump. Educated it poorly. Did it click? Yeah. Come on. What's the point? What's the point? Because now you click the block, you in the wall. Watch the raccoon warm on that. It's blocking it for you.
I mean, I've played the game 6 times over. I found out that they added some new free content, and I downloaded the PS4 version just to play it again and figure I might as well get the platinum trophy a second time. But like, feel free. Like, in terms of this, I'm not even really trying all that hard. It's more just checking off all the shit on the list so that I can unlock Sigma.
Central Time, where we'll be having our next video.
That before they unfreeze.
Honestly, Eric, I was thinking about all of the different
I think I'm decent now. Should be able to make it to level 50 at this point. So I already used my revives from the item, so it's gone. But I think at this point I should be able to make it. So let's see, do I have any of these? No. I'll take these. Now I definitely should be able to survive long enough. Die instantly. Need the chicken. See it there, damn it.
You should be ending this episode.
Got the chicken. I don't want any of that. It's like Green Tracer. Best option there. More damage. Grab this again. More revives. Get 20 more levels. Damn, werewolves are fucking tough. Gotta keep running. Stay away from me. Armor. That's... No, I still have another one. Chicken. This is ridiculous. What level am I at? Oh, thank God, that was perfect timing, because I would not have survived. Alright, that thing's gonna need to go off immediately. Okay, that should give me some more healing. If I can avoid the damage long enough for it to actually matter. Couldn't. Goddamn. 11 more levels. I could cheese this if I really wanted to. Alright, let me see here. I gotta pull up the chat. You said what? 20? I don't know if I even have that yet. This one? Maybe we'll skip. Try it. Screw it, why not? Let's go for guns this time. The guns are definitely a lot more powerful than anything else I've been using. I can kill these bats. Pylon. I don't honestly even know. I think I have limit break open. I didn't limit the amount of weapons that I have. Oh, okay, I think I know which one. Hold on. Can I view that? I can't view it again. Let me restart then. Let's see. Two to three. Do it. Give it a shot. I'll do three. Grab this. Just grab that for the time being. Just have to avoid these guys until shit happens. I might be stuck here. I might have just soft locked, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, I think I fucked up. Because it's not going to drop any gems, because Pentagram isn't upgraded yet. So if I kill the one that drops the chest... Alright, we're in hard mode now. Try and make this work. It didn't drop the chest. Probably because the chest got deleted. Let's just grab one of these, I guess. There we go. Okay, that's actually pretty damn effective. Jesus. Bible. Alright, so we have our weapons. Take that. I don't trust my ability to survive because I'm completely fucking inept at this game. Flamethrower! No, I'm on a PlayStation controller. Oh god. Nobody's dropping anything. I don't know if that's a thing in this game. I feel like every time I've played this game, this is like I said, like the fourth or fifth time I've played it. I always feel like in certain levels, they just stop dropping XP at a certain point, and like you just reach a point where you hit a wall because you just don't get any XP for a while. Get in there. Not be too much longer, that'll evolve, and then don't have to worry about shit getting deleted anymore. Yeah, that's true. Pacing thing. But at the same time, this is a game that, like, eventually you just get to the point where you're untouchable. Like, on my Xbox save, if I loaded up the game as Trouser, I would be maxed out and level 1000 within the first second of starting a run on any level. I also feel like they do a good job of, like, every time there's an update to this game, they change how you unlock shit. Like, when I played the game originally on Xbox, it was different than when I played it on PC. And then whenever it finally came out on PlayStation and I played it again, it was different again. It's like every time they update the game, they change things drastically. Which is a good way to keep people coming back. But at the same time, it's one of those games where it's like, I don't want to delete my save file. Ever. I just got to whenever I bought the PS5 version, whenever it came out, I got the PS4 version as well, so I just happened to have both versions, and I never played the PS4 version, so. Genuinely love this game. I got my girlfriend to start playing it on her phone and loaded up the Xbox version to show her like what it can turn into, and saw that they added the Koopa level, which I've never played, and immediately downloaded it on PlayStation again. I think there's one DLC that I'm missing, but as far as I can tell from the trophy list, they didn't add any new trophies. Like, I'm gonna end up, after I finish the trophies off on this version, I'm gonna end up installing the PS5 version. because yeah, I've been trying. I can't get the item from the coop. Like, I've tried like 20 times. I just cannot get to the end of that fucking level. But I'm probably gonna wind up loading up the PS5 version after I finish off this version, just to get the last few trophies that I still need. I'm missing like 4 trophies from that version now. Get it back to 100%. Because that's just the kind of person I am. If I make it to level 50 on this run, should I do that? Or should I do something else? +1 amount, character's main weapon, and its evolution gain +3. So wait, what does that do for? Get this, but what does that do for? What is it called? Arcane Moon or whatever. I can't remember what the evolved pentagram is called. I think we'll be alright here. Yeah, like I love these kind of games so much that playing this, I'm genuinely thinking that after I get done, I might install and play through Rotato again, which is similar if you've never heard of it. I bought and played that game on PlayStation just because I couldn't get Vampire Survivors on PlayStation at the time. So this is the run. I'm definitely making it to level 50 now. Immediately explodes. I'm not sure which one came first. Rotato is very different. Like, the levels aren't timer based. There's like bosses and like the characters have a lot of different limitations and stuff like that. So like it's a very different game. I actually ended up stuck on it in terms of like trophies, because like you have to complete runs with certain characters and do things in certain ways that I just wasn't capable of. RNG just wasn't having it. And when they released a DLC for it, they ended up giving you the ability to lower each individual aspect of the game. Like, you have like a slider, so like you can make the enemies have slightly less health, or you can take them down to like 25% health. You can give yourself up to 200% health, like that kind of stuff, like accessibility stuff. Right. Get the hell out of here. Spilled monster all over myself. Alright, so we'll do the coop, but I don't know what is a good... The last character I have is Pascalina for that, and then I gotta do this, but that doesn't... just the regular sugar-free, like just a base green monster, but 0 sugar. I'm diabetic, so try to avoid the sugar. To me, though, like the 0 sugar base monster flavor is the closest to the regular as far as anything 0 sugar goes. Pascalina. Oh, it's this guy. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna turn this back up I don't know if this is a good character to try the coop on, but we'll give it a shot. I'm gonna turn the timer down, just because I know that can affect some shit too. So, oh, this is the last Arcana. I like they've kind of tried to emulate Bang. They have all the different flavors, and they have a green one that's like a green apple flavor. It's so good. I love that one. I will do that because I get a shitload of thing. That should make things a lot more effective. Fire one. I grab Fire Wand. Listen, I'm just trying to do things, multiple things at once, and it oftentimes screws me over. Yeah. I'm gonna wind up dead. Alright. Chicken. Rack orb. Shit. Easier. These, like, for lack of a better term, gates, I guess. Are they timer based, or is it like the amount of kills? I haven't really paid attention, to be honest. Spinach, right? Spinach, armor, I already have the track orb for Santa Water. I'm definitely surviving, but then again, we haven't gotten to the... I'm taking a lot of hits and not taking that much damage, but my issue is usually in the later stage. Like, I'll survive for like 15 minutes and just get overwhelmed. Focusing on the main thing. If I can get Tracer and Fire Wand evolved, I think I'll be okay. Yeah, that's keeping those big chickens away, so the rooster can't touch me. Unless I run into it like an idiot, which I tend to do quite a bit. Fire Wand. Keep the upgrades rolling in. close. I need the armor though, because Tracer's not going to get anywhere without it. Yeah, see, this is like what I'm talking about. I get overwhelmed to the point where it's just like they're just stacked up on top of me. Nothing is saving me. I am doing better this time, but I think that's mostly because of the Rune Tracer thing. Having so many objects flying around. It's knocking out a good chunk of them before they get to me. There's the armor. One more obstacle out of the way. Which I think that's gonna probably evolve. Oh yeah. Well, it's a freebie, right? What is that? 2 more for that to evolve? Die, chicken. Of course, it gives me Santa water instead of I guess they're scripted which ones drop evolution chests, right? I never understood how that works. So this is about where I normally get to. The fucking roast chickens are usually the thing that kills me. Yeah. Alright, so what do I need here? Healing is doubled, that might be the play. I think I'm gonna go with the healing. All that sucks. My phone is going off. Let's see. Is there anything new in here? Not really. So let's just go ahead and we'll do this. We'll try it this way. Alright, so bracelet. I haven't done any of the DLC stuff, so I don't have a lot of those weapons unlocked. But we can try for blowtorch and shit, and the guns. Of course it misses. Where the fuck is everybody? What is happening? I never once realized that you have to kill that first chicken before the level actually starts. Like, that never occurred to me. I'll take a piece of weapon if we can upgrade it. Oh, well, too late now. I'm just gonna get rid of some of this stuff. I'm just not taking any damage. Yeah, that's why I picked it. That turns into flamethrower, right? that was one of the ones that counted as well, so Bracelet is a good pick. I need to evolve that anyway. Jesus. And then the roosters just fuck me. Die, Double Bird. Alright, that's maxed, right? So that should evolve. Spinach. I fucked up. Didn't look at the can before I took a drink, and the hole was on the other side. Just got monster in my nose. It smells like having monster in your nose. Alright, what am I doing? What the pearls? Which is probably not going to give me. I could do that. Probably going to be the best option, right? Yeah. It's always at 8 minutes. Every time. I'm like to the point where it's like I just want to go farm money, buy eggs, and come back as a fucking unstoppable powerhouse. What was the one? This one. So now wait until I get. I didn't even see it, to be honest. Almost did it again. I keep missing that. I'll grab it because I'm not gonna have enough thing. Like, I don't think there's. I mean, at least because I haven't done the DLC stuff yet. Grab this as well. I don't think I have enough fire weapons to fill out the entire roster. I think it's 20. I think that's what the unlock for it is. Survive 20 minutes in poop or something like that. One of the trophies or something like that. I don't think any of that's really going to help. I don't think so. It's not to my knowledge. It's just one of those things where it's like, those kind of like intricate like mechanics, because I've played the game to the point where I'm basically unstoppable so many times, they're lost on me because I've spent more time playing the game with characters like Trowser and Sammy, where you just load the level and you immediately win. So that I've forgotten all of that intricate shit. It's like playing a game with like one-hit kills, shit like that. It's like, I don't remember how to aim now. You know, that's the only character. The only time that I ever got like that far into it was on Xbox, and he's the only character that I ever got to the point where like the number of eggs he was holding was just an equation. Like, it's not even a number anymore. Because he's just got too many for the game to display. Is health recovery worth getting? Ah. There we go with the damn chickens coming at me. Eight minutes every time. It's the exploding chickens that get me. Alright, let's just go do the other thing. This lady. We'll go to the library. Put the timer back up. Is it worth doing hyper? Yeah, sure, why not? One of these. Where is it? We're just talking about it. This one? No. Oh. This one. That one. Fuck it, might as well. Still need to evolve that, so I'm gonna grab it. doesn't really do me any good unless I have both of them game. Teasing me. Type 2. I don't take any insulin for it. I am on Trulicity, but I have a doctor's appointment in November. As of my last appointment, I'm, according to my doctor, a controlled diabetic, because I got my A1C where he wanted it. But I take metformin and a couple other things for it. Honestly, the only real, like, downside to any of the medication that I'm on is, according to my doctor, I'm one of the lucky few that have a reaction to Trulicity. And it makes me, like, super fucking nauseous. Like, 1 out of every 10 times that I take it. Actually, I have to take it this morning. Take it on Wednesdays. But, like, just every once in a while, I'll take the injection on Wednesday, and by Saturday, I'll just be fucking dead. Because it just makes me... The thought of food will make me want to vomit. Other than that, I haven't really had any issues. It seems to do what it's supposed to do. I didn't even know I was diabetic for I don't even know how long, because I had a job lined up that required a DOT physical, and I went to get the physical, and they told me I was diabetic, and I was like, what? I spent like probably 3 or 4 months just struggling to get my numbers under control enough for them to pass me for that physical. And finally got them under control, got the job. 2 months later, they laid me off. Yeah, it wasn't, like, I mean, it wasn't their fault. Like, I kind of saw the signs of it as soon as I started. I won't name the company I worked for, but, like, there was just a severe lack of communication. Like, the person that was setting up the jobs we were doing would take 2 days off, and the job would get completely screwed up because they weren't there to organize it, and they didn't communicate to the person that was filling in for them that it needed to be organized in a certain way. But, like, it was a good gig. It was like a travel job. They provided me with a vehicle. They'd tell me where to go. I'd drive there, spend a week there doing the work. Like, I was in Nashville it was like in the fall. It wasn't snowing. I live in Florida, but it was the first time I've actually seen like a real fall. Like, the trees were different colors and shit like that. I've lived in Florida my entire life. Still never seen snow. 35. But yeah, like it was a decent gig. The last trip they sent me on was Daytona Beach, and they put me up in a hotel room for a week with an ocean view on like the 7th floor of an hotel. Like it was a night job too, so like I got to spend the day just doing what I wanted to, and I worked all night. And this was post-COVID, so nothing really went back to being like a night thing anymore. I mean, it still hasn't in Florida, really. Like, we don't have 24-hour Walmarts. I don't know if that's a thing anywhere at this point, but like, genuinely, like, nothing has really recovered in that regard here. So, like, but like, got to spend my day doing what I want. I used to, I collect video games and shit, or I used to, before it became the most difficult thing in the world. But I'd go to like thrift stores in whatever town I was in, pick up what I could, just bring it home with me. Point, once we reach level 50 with this character, I'm going to keep going just to evolve the bracelet. I mean, Florida even has that, but I mean, we don't get to the point where it snows, but like every year, it's been unnaturally cold, like early this year. Like, it's been super nice out in like the first half of October. It normally will go until like the later part of November before we even get a cold front. Like, I also have like a decent chunk of property as well. So like for me, like there's a lot of shit. Did not mean to walk into that. There's a lot of hair that needs to be done, and like I can't really be out in the sun because I start sweating and I'll pass out. I don't know. I wish. Trust me, my paychecks are not that impressive. Like I have like 10 or 20 trees on our property that need to be cut down. We were right in the path of the hurricanes that hit Florida last year around this time, and we're still like rebuilding some of that. I'm kind of lucky that we haven't gotten a storm this year. There's a lot of work that needs to be done that I can't do it during the summer because it's too hot out. But then like whenever it starts getting cold, you'll have these days where it's like 60 degrees in the morning, and then by 8 a.m. it's 90 out. And it's like a trick. Not anywhere near me that I know of. I walked into another one. God damn it. Yeah, like, I had to cut I just did it again. You know what? Where's the last one? We're just gonna get this out of the way. California is almost always on fire. That's perpetual. Like it's our big thing in Florida is typically just hurricanes every year. It's really the only thing that we typically see. Occasionally we'll have like tornadoes, but I live pretty central. Like I'm right between Tampa and Orlando. So like we don't have to worry about like flooding, or even like when hurricanes come through, you hear them talk about storm surge, which is if you don't know what storm surge is and you want to have nightmares, look it up. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the world. But like we don't have to worry about any of that. Like you drive like 15 miles south of where I'm at and like 6 miles to the west, and you'll see signs along the highway that are like 12 feet in the air telling you that during storm surge water could be that high. And it's like, it's crazy to me, like, one, that's even a thing, but secondly, that just a couple miles away it'll be bone dry. And that's the thing that we've ridden out every hurricane that we've had. Because last year we had the two, Milton and I can't remember the other one's name. But back in 2016, 2017, we had Hurricane Irma that basically was a direct hit. I think that was a Category 3 or 4 hurricane when it came through. And like we didn't have any issues with that one. Milton last year, we had trees down, we didn't have power for like a week, and that was infuriating, because just that, like you said, life's a bitch, but nobody mentions the puppies. The fucking generator broke, our refrigerator went out because the generator wasn't providing enough power to it. I had to buy a new refrigerator, that cost me like $3,000. That hurricane bent me over hard. I got lucky in regards to all of that, because in February of this year I got rear-ended, and the insurance company totaled my car out. But the only thing that was wrong with my car was the back hatch. I drive an SUV. It was dented. So I spent $200 to get it inspected and prove that it wasn't totaled. Got the title switched over to a salvage title, popped the dent out, and collected a $5,000 paycheck for the accident. And I paid that refrigerator off and one of my credit cards off. So it worked out in my favor. But don't recommend getting rear-ended either way. I can stand still for a minute. We don't have that as much. It happens on occasion, where like it's more like a surge. Like everything will just like kind of like a wave. Like one end of the house will go out, and by the time the other end of the house is out, the starting point is back up. That kind of thing. But our biggest thing here is, like, I live in a pretty rural area, like dirt roads, and like all the power lines are still on poles, they're not buried, which just annoys the shit out of me because people see a back road and they think, oh well, this is a great excuse to go 112, and they run off the road, and the first thing they're going to hit is the pole, and it knocks the power in. So like literally, like I make the joke all the time, like, you know, if it's cloudy out, the power's going to go out, because that's been the case for, I've lived on the same piece of property for 30 years at this point. So like it's one of those things where, like, once you get to know the pattern, you know the pattern. And it's infuriating because, like, genuinely, you know, like when you're in the middle of something, especially like shit like a game like this, or like, you know, any video game really, is just, you don't want your power to go out. And like we're getting to a point now, if you play a variety of games, a lot of these like newer games are old school in that they require you to manually save your game. Like auto saves aren't really a thing. Like I'm currently playing through the new Silent Hill, Silent Hill F, and it has actual save points that you have to get to physically in the game. And it's like, okay, cool. Let's not have a power outage right now. Like I've had that kind of stuff happen to me, where just the most inconvenient timing of certain things, and it will ruin a day. I remember when I was does that evolve further? I think it does. No, it's not. It's one of those things though, like at least with the Silent Hill games, you have to get to that physical thing, and it's used for more than that. Like in Silent Hill F, it's like a shrine, and you also use it to upgrade your skills and stuff like that. So like anytime you see a shrine, I just save every time I come. And as far as I can tell, like I'm a platinum trophy person. I don't know if this is gonna pop up. We'll see. These work. I don't know if you can still see what I'm seeing. I'm waiting for the stream to catch up to see that will display. Guess not, because it looks like it's frozen. But like currently, I can put it on my phone so that I don't have to have that menu. Let's see, because of my last. The last platinum trophy I got was Baby Steps. I'm currently at 234 platinums. And this will probably be yeah, I mean, I don't mind a collectible, especially now that in the last few years, I've gotten really into podcasts and shit. So like, I'll just throw on whatever and knock it out. The issue that I have is when there's so many and then you miss one and you don't know which one you missed. And it's like, I gotta do that all again. And it's like I recently replayed the Mafia games. And like Mafia 2, if you've never played it, it has collectibles. They're wanted posters. And there's one that's just infamous. It's on top of a building. You have to drive a car off the freeway and land it on the building in order to get this collectible. And it's the only one in the game that's like that. So like literally, I just made it a point to not pick up any of them the first one I got was that one. I got that one out of the way, and then I just had to walk across the map and collect the rest of them. Mafia 3, it was better to me the first time. Whenever I replayed it recently, I didn't like it as much. I enjoyed the new one, but it's not a game that I would recommend at full price, which I don't think it cost full price at launch. Alright, so that's done. Got all those. I gotta make progress on the inverse levels. Otherwise, I'm not gonna get anywhere else, I don't think. Candy bar. Oh! I didn't know I could unlock that without buying Trouser first. Okay. That's cool. Speaking of that. Yeah, like that's one thing that like I love GTA in general. Like I've been fighting the urge to go back to Red Dead Redemption because one thing that I did this recently for the second time is I played the entire God of War games like all the way through in chronological order, and I want to do that with Red Dead Redemption. I want to play Red Dead 2 and then just immediately jump into Red Dead 1 so that it's just one cohesive story. But Red Dead 2 is so fucking huge. It's like the most daunting task. I think I know more people that bought and started that game and didn't finish it than I know people that have like finished most games. I mean, God of War 3 is probably the best one in the series, even compared to the new ones. Like it without God of War 3, the new ones couldn't exist. Like, and if you play through the thing that I love about God of War, and I could gush over God of War all day long, but the you have 6 games in the Greek era, and they were made in almost random order because the PSP games are like prequels and they take place in between, and then they made what you call it they made the prequel that went all the way back to like the earliest point, which was Ascension. That was a PS3 game. So like you play Ascension, then you play one of the PSP games, then the first game, then another PSP game, and then 2 and 3. That's the order, and it's all cohesive. It all still makes sense, even though it's multiple developers over multiple years and they're released in random order. It works as like one trilogy because like the original game you kill Ares at the end. So like you technically have a trilogy that ends with you killing Ares, and then you have a second trilogy that ends with you basically taking out the rest of the pantheon. And like I love the fact that it just all fits together. And like uh I've said this since Ragnarok came out. Like if you are invested in it and you actually enjoy it, I would be fine if they stopped making God of War games. The ending that they gave in Ragnarok is fine with me. Like if you want to make more, I'm down. I'm here. I'm gonna play it. But if you stopped right now, I'd be fine with it. But see, like it's also like one of those things where it's like to me the studio is notorious for constantly changing directors too. Like uh they always switch the director up for every God of War game. So it's like it's just crazy that it works as well as it does. That's another thing. I just recently got done with the Snake Eater remake, and like I want to play the rest of those, but I'm waiting to see if we get an announcement for like the collection, the volume 2, because right now the only way to play uh, Peace Walker and Metal Gear Solid 4 is the PS3 or PSP if you have it for Peace Walker. But like I want to play through that series in chronological order as well because I've never done that. I've never even played Peace Walker. Yeah, I mean directors and writers are different, but it's just the way that they switch things up in that case just makes it interesting to me because it's like you don't hear about other studios doing that. Like you look at to bring it back up, Metal Gear, like Kojima across the board. You know, I don't know. He does most of that shit himself. Like, that man's a fucking machine. I don't know how he fucking functions. Like, he's like writer, director, fucking everything. Let's see, what else do I need to do? Yeah, these other characters I gotta get to level 80 with. I don't even think I have enough banishes for that at this point. 80? There's 80? I'm just gonna start one of the DLC maps at this point. Right? Like, dude's a fucking workhorse. And now he's got that. I mean, I guess it won't be an Xbox exclusive at this point, given the way of the current ecosystem. But like that horror game that he's working on, that like genuinely just looks like fucking real life. Like Death Stranding 2's environments were crazy enough, and then you got this OD where like people's faces look real. It's like, okay, cool. Kojima, just tell everybody to quit. Like nobody else needs to make games. I'll take care of it. I gotta get these guys are the ones I gotta get to level 80. But do I need the other thing first? Good lord. I'm gonna buy them. We'll do it that way. Oh yeah, I have these characters too. These guys don't cost that much. I'll go ahead and buy them too. Do I have any more available? Oh, okay. So let's just grab a random character. Yeah, I definitely find myself returning to games like this. Stardew Valley is one that I have to tell myself not to replay because it'll just eat my fucking soul. Terraria is a big one. Like games like that are the ones that I return to more, just because they're a less time investment thing. Like I can boot up Terraria and just fucking play around in that for like 10 minutes and it'll satisfy that. Like then there's games like this where it's like I just have to fucking 100% it. But this will be the last time that I can. Like I literally have no platforms left that I could play this on that I haven't finished it on once I get through this save, unless I delete a save, which I don't like doing. But like what's another one? Also, I really enjoy the simple kind of games. Like I have one. I don't have a Switch 2, but I bought the OLED Switch whenever it came out. That's where I've played it on Switch, Xbox, PC, my phone, and both PS4 and PS5 versions. Um, what's the other game I'm thinking of? Oh, I was talking about like simple games that are like, not as complex and not as big. Um, Untitled Goose Game. I enjoyed that. And Stray was great. Like small games like that are just easier to realign yourself with. Like it's an easier time just picking it up, playing through it, and you're done in like a couple hours and there's no investment or not investment, commitment. Like you don't have to commit a good chunk of your life to it. Like my initial playthrough of Red Dead Redemption 2 was over 100 hours just to beat the story. And it's like, I can't do that. like, I fear for how long. If May 26th of next year comes along and we actually get Grand Theft Auto 6, there's a good chunk of people that won't finish it before Christmas of next year, if it's anything like Red Dead. If they finish the story at all, because you know that the online is the main selling point of Grand Theft Auto now. Yeah, I did everything. Like the only trophy in that game that I did not get that was story related was the gold medals. I didn't touch the online because I wanted to finish the single player first, and I never did. But I finished the story. I got all the trophies except for that one, and then the gold medals at launch were kind of glitched because there's a you have to get 80 of them, and you have to do like all of the things in one playthrough of the mission. So they were difficult, but some of them just wouldn't fucking work. Like there were plenty of missions near the end of the story that were just timer based. Like beat this mission in under 2 minutes and you get the gold medal. And I would do that mission 4 times over, beat it in like 30 seconds, and the gold medal just wouldn't fucking show up. I haven't played this level yet. I don't think we need that on. Turn endless off. Because. Throw that on. Oh shit, I got stuff here. Probably should have left the endless on. I don't know how long it's going to take me to level this up and walk to the map and the other thing here. Yeah, I never understood why they give you the ability to turn the limit down for weapons, but not the passives. Same thing as like I know there's a way to do it with Candy Box and Super Candy Box. Like you can get all the weapons at one time, but like it takes forever. I don't know if they've changed that since I saw that back in the day. But like, I'd love to do a run where I just have everything, but it takes so long to set up. That's like I was originally, like I mentioned, I just played through the Snake Eater remake. If you know anything about Metal Gear, like they have like different rankings for how you do in the game. And I was originally thinking about streaming, playing through the game to get the chicken rank, which is like you have to take over 50 hours to beat the game. You have to be seen 150 times or 250 times, something ridiculous. You have to kill 250 people. You have to like do everything as much as possible. to get the worst rank in the game. And it's like, this would have taken so long to do. I was like, no, I got the platinum, I'm deleting it. There, to my knowledge, I never went for the trophies back then because, like, I shied away from difficult trophies on the PS3 days because I wasn't quite as into it as I am now, which sucks because I have so much less time now. The only one in the series that you have to get every rank in the game is 4, and you have to literally, like, do all of the ranks to get a trophy. Thankfully, they didn't do that with the Snake Eater remake or any of the other ones that I know of. And, like, that's one thing I miss about, like, I love Metal Gear Solid 5, don't get me wrong, but, like, the fact that it's, like, mission-based structure rather than being one cohesive, like, long story kind of takes that away. Like, you don't have that ranking system anymore. And, like, I enjoyed that. Because, so the way that it works in Metal Gear Solid 3 specifically, in order to get the best rank, you have to have 0 kills, you can't be seen, you have to be basically a ghost throughout the entire game. And in order to get the worst rank, you have to kill, like, everybody you come across and then some. Like, I don't think there's 250 enemies in the game, but you have to get 250 kills. So, like, you literally have to, like, wait for people to respawn and kill them multiple times in order to get that many kills. So, like, the worst rank cancels out the best rank in that way. It wouldn't be that hard. It'd just be so time consuming. I was like, yeah, I don't feel like doing that. Because, like, you have to have, like, I think it's 250. It might have been a different number, but, like, you have to have that many continues as well. So, like, literally, like, my plan was to start the game and just jump off the cliff right at the beginning of the game over and over again to get the continues. And that was going to be a stream. I was just going to stream that. It's like, nobody's going to watch this. Not that anybody watches half the shit I ever put out on this channel. But, like, fucking, I've put out videos for 10 years. I don't even know at this point. This. I assume that uses one of these things to evolve, but I guess it doesn't evolve. Yeah, if you're talking about the modern Deus Ex games, I didn't play the second one. I played the first one. I don't remember the context, but, like, you had, like, a hostage situation that you had to go do, and I wanted to explore the office, so I was, like, walking around talking to every NPC, and, like, the dude kept coming over the radio, like, dude, go, 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 they need you now. And I just kept ignoring it, and then when I started the mission finally, the game told me, yeah, because you took so long, there's nobody left. Like, you fucked up. And I was like, oh, it's this kind of game. Let's see what this is. That's the mask. Have you played the most recent Prey game, the Arcane one? 'Cause that's a good game with an example of that. Like, you can go through it killing everything, or you can go through it saving everything. That game's fun. Never got into that series. I wanted to try with the World, the one before Wilds, but like it was just too much. I just couldn't take the time to do it because I was in the thralls of Yakuza at that point. I still need to go back to that. I know there was a lot of RNG-based stuff in that, too. Had to fucking do the fights over and over again to get certain items to drop and shit. That's not something I enjoy. Fucking monster. There's genuinely, I find in my obsession with completing games, there's an art form to a well-made guide that I think is underappreciated in games in general. Because, I see so many fucking people online, especially because, the internet being what it is, anybody can fucking do that shit nowadays. That just, they put the wrong information, whether they're doing it just to be an asshole or they're just complete idiots and don't know what they're talking about. It's you're making a guide for something and you don't include the necessary information. Might not be your kind of thing. It's definitely a rage game. I found it to be pretty damn fun after I got my mind around the controls of it. But I mentioned I just recently played through Baby Steps, and I was looking up try and make sure I didn't miss any trophies on my first playthrough, other than the ones that you have to do a second playthrough to get. But I didn't want to spoil the game because it's also the kind of game that's funny. So I wanted to know where I was going and what I needed to look out for. And I see these people making guides that are how to do this, but they don't show the beginning of it. It's literally just a 30-second video. It says it's a walkthrough of them getting the trophy, but not showing how they did it or where to start the process. It's you're just, at that point, you're just trying to get clicks. Dude, it sucks because I started collecting the physical like hardback strategy guide right before they stopped making it. And like even there, like one of the last ones I bought, and this might leave a bad taste in your mouth if you know about it. The last guide that I bought was for Anthem, and that it infuriated me beyond anything else because I didn't even get half the trophies in Anthem for beating the story missions because it was so buggy. So it ended up not being the thing that I ended up using. I thought about going back because they announced that they're turning the game off in January or whatever. I thought about going back and trying to get the platinum before they shut it down. But the guide for Anthem has like 2 sets of collectibles in the guide. There's like 5 different collectibles that are needed for trophies in the game, but the guide only has like a select set of collectibles that it tells you where they are. And it's like, this isn't a guide. This is just bullshit. Like, I bought bound fucking toilet paper. Like, this is nonsense. And then I still do, but I have the strategy guide for Metal Gear Solid 5, and it has a typo in it. Again, not sure how familiar you might be with that game, but it has animals that you can trap, like set traps and collect them. And this typo in particular, it fucks with me. Because what it is it's a guide to catch a certain animal, but the typo changes the name of that animal to an actual animal. So like it changes it from an existing animal to another existing animal. So it makes you think, okay, this is actually in the game. So I'm in this area, putting down these traps, trying to catch this animal that isn't in the game, because this typo made me think there was another variant of that animal. But at the same time, like, I'm not complaining about a typo being in the physical guide, because it's like, that might actually be worth a little more at some point. It's like, I have all these collector's editions that I've bought over the years. One that I have is the Last Guardian. If you're not familiar with like the Ico whatever games, pseudo sequel to Shadow of the Colossus, and the art book that came with that collector's edition, the pages aren't cut. I basically just got an art book that is just a solid brick of paper because they didn't cut the pages to make them turnable. Let me pull the chat up. I missed that message. It still baffles me how, like, even well-made stuff, like, I mean, I'm not saying that game wasn't well-made, but, like, obviously there was an issue with the translation that made it a problem. But, like, even the stuff that, like, we didn't have to worry about that, like, I go back to, like, PS2 games now, and I'm like, how did I do this when I was 12? Because it's so damn difficult. And it's like, I don't know how I managed to get through half the games I played. Let alone, like, get everything and do everything in the way that I did. I don't even think at this point, if I went back to that game, I could remember. I'm trying to think. I don't remember where the flutes are anymore. There's just like, I don't know, there's so much to it, and then you have the whole argument around like game preservation and stuff like that. Like I still have all of my old consoles. Like I stopped trading shit in when I turned like 20. Like the last thing that I traded in was a DS Lite and a copy of like Pokemon Pearl, which is one of my biggest fucking regrets because it's so goddamn expensive now. But I traded it in to get the Liberty City Stories disc on PS3 for Grand Theft Auto 4, the DLC disc. And it's like just one of those things where it's like I wish I could go back, but at the same time, like I wasn't really using it. I got more into Pokemon later, and I have almost every game up to them starting to put them on the Switch. I don't have too many, but I still have my Super Mario World. I have a copy of Pokemon Snap. I think I have Pokemon Snap and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater in a blue cartridge on N64. Those are the only two N64 games I have, because all my shit from that time in my life got lost over time. But I still have my grandfather's original NES, like the old school VCR looking one. I have that in my closet. It needs a new 72-pin connector, but I have it. I have an older sister. When we were kids, our mom had to buy 2 Super Nintendos because we were constantly fighting over it. So I have both of those. At one point, before things got bad when it came to like thrifting and finding video games, I found an N64 at a Goodwill for like $5 that had the expansion pack in it. The expansion pack's probably worth like at least $50-$60 at this point. I haven't even checked it. I don't even know how long. So just that alone made it worth it. Where is this, the one with the lake? It is. I need to get to that lake, and I don't think I can get there anymore. I found a 360 for $20 at Goodwill at one point, an Xbox 360 Elite that had a copy of Skyrim in the disc drive. I found a GameCube at a Salvation Army for like $15. I just miss being able to afford that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm after the Kappas. Gotta get to the lake for that. That's why I said I should have left Endless on, because I probably won't have time to get over there. But there was one day, still probably my best find outside of the N64. me and a friend went into Goodwill randomly, and I caught a glimpse of something that was brightly colored, and I reached in, and they had 2 Game Boy Advance SPs with the chargers for $5 a piece. It's like probably the best value for anything I've found outside of the N64 in the time that I actually spent hunting for stuff before it just got to the point where it's pointless now. Like, you get there 5 minutes before they open and there's already a scalper fucking scanning the barcodes, checking prices on eBay. This is someone up since then. Oh yeah, just that alone. It's like I don't know how into that side of games you might be, but a friend of mine that also used to collect back in the day, he actually has them, the component cables for GameCube. They're just ridiculously expensive for what it is. And that's like I remember when HD first became a thing, and like an HDMI cable was like $70. It's like, for fuck's sake. Might actually have time to get there. I don't know how many kills I'll get when I get there. The enemies with the long necks make me want to play Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would. Now we just stand here. 9 o'clock already? Holy shit. Go at like 10, so probably go for another half hour or so. Yeah, I just don't know if they'll have the ability to get past what I have at this point. It's been a long time ago. This stuff is just like shit that when I did this originally, I did it with a character that had like 1,000 eggs already, so like there was no chance of anything touching me. Still gotta evolve the sword before I can exit this level anyway. don't know if I've heard of that one. I've seen a few. Brotato is the only one I've played. I know there was one. There was one that I saw. It was sort of like a 2.5D, where it's like 3D models, but it's a fixed camera, and it's like robots and shit. I mean, that's kind of how the world works these days, I guess. People just kind of do what they want. And it's like, I don't know how to spell it. Mugen, the fighting game, is like a fighting game with just like any character you could ever think of. They're all in it. Yeah, I've never touched it. I just had a coworker that mentioned it to me years ago. I mean, you look at what some of these people are doing now, like, we're to a point now where there's, like, almost no waiting anymore. I was talking to coworkers about this recently, like, outside of, like, Rockstar games, like, there isn't an extremely long wait between titles these days. Like, 5 years is, like, the most that you hear of, and that's, like, the bigger titles, like Death Stranding and God of War. Like, I remember whenever we waited 10 years between Metal Gear games, and like they'd get delayed 6 times before they actually released, you know, shit like that. Like, the things that it's just one of those situations where the more we become capable of in terms of technology, the more it allows us to discover in terms of technology. Oh yeah, like that's a bad example though, because that game was not amazing. Playable, it wasn't amazing. What was that other game that they like kind of shoehorned Duke Nukem into? I think I played it on 360. What's it called? Where you get scored on like how you kill people. Like if you shoot them in the dick, like a score pops up, and like different combos have names. Bulletstorm. That's the one I'm thinking of. That was a fun game. Yeah, I mean they had to be. Like even PS3 games, the infrastructure really wasn't there for patches at the time. Like that's where that started. But like early PS3 games, they didn't have a clue what the fuck they were doing. That's why there's Metal Gear Solid 4 is probably the biggest example. I can't think of another game off the top of my head that's like that. Other than God of War Ascension is on streaming on PlayStation, but like so many games are stuck on PS3 because of cell processing. Like they didn't think about the future whenever they designed the entire console, and shit just doesn't work on other platforms now because they relied so heavily on the cell processor in the PS3. God. Fucking quail hunting. Yeah, that's why they never actually did anything with like the online. They never leaned into Red Dead Online with RDR2, which they repurposed all of the single player DLC that they had planned for GTA 5 into online stuff because they saw the opportunity to make money and they ran with it. Like, the honest truth is, it's not a bright future by any means, but it's where we're headed. There's a good chance you're going to see Grand Theft Auto online, whatever they end up doing, because I know a lot of people would rather them just Grand Theft Auto 6 is what it is, and then just do a separate GTA Online that's its own thing with 6, and like do that shit where it's like, okay, you get the online for free when you buy 6, but it's a separate game altogether. But like, inevitably speaking, we're gonna see it wind up being similar to like what Fortnite is. There's gonna be licensing deals and characters and all that shit because like Fortnite's just printing money and companies are gonna emulate it. And you know, it's not necessarily Rockstar as much as it is 2K. They want that money. That's how it works. It's like I stopped playing sports games with the Dreamcast because, like, that's all they do is it's just greed. Like, I wish they made, you know, baseball MLB The Show that wasn't a live service, or like bring back like the old school the NFL NBA street games. I used to love that shit. Yeah, see, like I don't mind that stuff. Like, and it's also it's part of why these ecosystems, like shit like that. Like one example I can think of was Dead Space 3, which not amazing, but I think I paid like $5 for a DLC pack that made the little robots that you could send out talk. Like, I shouldn't have spent that money. That's on me. But like, why does that exist? You know? And it's not even like they had like a recognizable voice or anything. It was just it gave the robot a personality. That was all it did. But like I enjoy what Fortnite has done for games as a whole, because it's part of why we're seeing sort of the end of exclusivity in a way, because like you're getting crossover that never would have existed before. Like, you know, you can play as like Kratos and Master Chief on the opposite platforms if you're playing Fortnite. And that was before Xbox started releasing their games on PlayStation. So shit like that's stupid. That's like probably the most egregious example of that, and this didn't go over well for them. Again, keep kind of coming back to this series, but Metal Gear. When after Metal Gear 5, Konami released their own Metal Gear without Kojima, Metal Gear Survive, and you had one save file. If you wanted another save file, you had to pay for it. Like, that's fucked. Like, it's stupid shit like that that's holding games back. And then you have companies that are brand new to making games. Like it wasn't perfect. It was flawed, but like you look at like the company that made Black Myth Wukong, and they already have a sequel announced. And it's like, because they're not fucking with any of that shit. They're just making a quality product. They're putting it out there. They take that money and they reinvest it. Rather than, how do we get people to keep spending money on the same product over and over again, like EA and 2K do with their sports titles? I guarantee you, if you look up the year over year uh, numbers, games like Stardew Valley, uh, Vampire Survivors, Terraria, year over year have made more than that year's installment of 2K. If you break it down into the fact that it's one game, like, but they add the loot boxes and the gotcha mechanics to keep people spending, and that's what generates the money. But at the same time, they would probably end up exactly where they are, if not further, if they just released a quality game and just did that every year. Now, I'm that person that has said this about sports titles for years before they started doing the loot boxes and the cards and all that bullshit in them, that sports games are the same game every year anyway. But, like, it's just, I've never understood. Like, if you make a quality product, like you look at Vampire Survivors specifically, you can play this game completely for free on your phone. And the only difference is when you die, it offers you the opportunity to revive if you watch an ad. And that's the only way that version of this game makes money, to my knowledge. I don't know if the DLC costs money on the store on that version. But, like, that model, I would be curious to see the difference in sales and income that this game has made, dividing it up between the mobile version and every other version, because I'm willing to bet just the ads from that have probably put that version right at the same spot as every other version of it. I've said it for years. If I were a game developer, I have ideas for games. I just don't know how to fucking program shit. I'd make a simple enough game, release it for dirt cheap. Like, Terraria released 15 years ago or some shit now, and it's like $25 now. When I bought it, it was 10, and they've sold like millions of copies. You don't need to make a $90 game every year to make the kind of money. Just release one quality product and you're set forever. Look at fucking Silksong. They crashed every storefront and the game cost $20. Like, yeah. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, little shit like that is like a couple lines of code. It takes one person 10 minutes to do, and then they charge, you know, $5 for it. They're making enough money to pay 16 people a month's salary in 10 minutes. As like, it doesn't make sense. It's I just, I don't know. Maybe I'm optimistic in that way and I see the world a little bit differently, but like, to me it just makes more sense to make a high quality product, charge less for it, and just rake in the money. Like, I've said it for years, like, if I could make uh back whenever Flappy Bird came out on mobile phones and did its thing, like, make a game like that, charge $1 for an ad-free version, and have a free version with ads, and never have to worry about a thing ever again. Like, something that's simple, easy to pick up, and addictive, like Vampire Survivors or something equivalent. Charge nothing for it, even for the paid version, and just sit back and watch your life change. It really isn't that hard to understand, but companies like EA and 2K just want to take everything. I mean, you could say that about fucking everything PewDiePie did, though. It was like, what's his name? Jacksepticeye is technically only popular because PewDiePie included him in one of his videos. All right, let's give this one more run. Let's see, anything easy to do? Can't really do any of that. We'll try the fucking, what you call it again? What should we choose? I mean, I've never heard anybody with a negative thing to say about Vampire Survivors. Like, it literally, and I used to be that person, like, I just never understood it until I learned that you could, like, limit break and, like, basically just become untouchable. And I love that incremental growth. And that's whenever I started playing it, and I started listening to people talk about it, and I've never heard anybody badmouth this game for any reason. I'll just go with Poe, I guess. Inverse. I'm gonna turn that off. Don't want that either. I'm gonna turn in this one. Yeah, I think when I bought the Xbox version, I think I paid like $5, and I didn't actually pay anything because I had that $5 sitting on my Xbox account. I didn't buy the DLC on the Xbox version, though. I think when I bought it for PlayStation, I got everything, and it was like 15. I mean, let's be honest, like, you could make the argument that Vampire Survivors is worth it for the soundtrack alone. Like, the music in this game goes harder than anything in the game. If I had to pick three, Vampire Survivors, Terraria would be music that I would recognize immediately just because I've spent so much time in that game. I think everybody would recognize Minecraft music, but the third one on my list is Donkey Kong Country. The Super Nintendo, the 3 Donkey Kong Country games. I literally have a playlist on YouTube saved of just music from Donkey Kong Country. I feel like there's plenty of examples of good music from other games, but like in terms of like a game where the entire soundtrack stands out, that's rare. Like an example that I hear everybody talk about is Dire Dire Docks from Mario 64. Everybody knows that fucking song. But name any other fucking music from that game. You know what I mean? I think one of those is me though, because I have the stream up. Ah, skeleton's stuck on me. Yeah, it's been fluctuating a little bit, but I think you're the only consistent person. Hey, I don't mind somebody to talk to. Kept me awake. Yesterday I fell asleep playing this. Yeah, that's one thing I don't really like about watching big streamers. Like, I'll catch like you might not be familiar, but Ray Narvaez Jr. and like a few other streamers. Like, I'll watch their VODs rather than watch them when they're live because I'm tempted to type in the chat, but they never see it. And a lot of the times they have like the auto moderator or whatever that like won't let you send the same message more than once. So if you have a genuine question and they don't see it, you can't ask it again for like 20 minutes. And it's like, there's no point. Yeah, I mean, you always have that option if there's more than a few in there, but I feel like most people that get onto like a live stream and try to do that kind of thing, in most cases, like especially with the bigger ones, they're trying to be noticed by the person. And it's just a matter of they're not going to pay attention to anything else. Oh, Fiverr. Yeah, that's a big thing too. Like, that's one of the reasons that like I originally started watching Ray, because he's a variety streamer, plays like pretty much everything that comes out and then some. Like, he'll go back and play older stuff every once in a while too. But in recent years, he does a lot of like multiplayer stuff and plays with uh VTubers and other people, which I don't have a problem with, but like that stuff just gets old. Like, sometimes you just want to watch someone play the game that you enjoy for the first time and re-experience it through their eyes in that way. That's one of the things that like I mentioned, I recently replayed through God of War, played through all the Uncharted games recently, because my mom has gotten into it, and I'm re-experiencing that with her, and she's never seen any of that. So it's like playing them all over again for the first time. I think my biggest thing, like my biggest hurdle, is like, as with any streamer or content creator, like you have to give them time to grow on you. And at least in terms of like the VTubers that Ray plays with, like one that he plays with a lot is Chibi Doki. And like the high pitched voice, like I can't get past it sometimes. So like, there's a lot of great games that he plays, and there's genuinely funny moments between the two of them, and Chibi's voice just adds to the comedy of it. Like, they played what's that, Peak, the co-op one with the proximity chat. So like she like felt, I don't know what she Chibi's pronouns are, so forgive me if I'm getting that wrong. But uh, they fell, and like you hear that high pitched voice, and it just gets further and further away. It's like hilarious in that regard. Yeah, like I'm sure it was clipped to hell and back. It was all over Ray's socials. Oh, like I love that kind of stuff, but it's just one of those things where it's like that kind of personality is a little too much for everything that you do. And like Chibi is like one of his best friends now. So like they're in almost everything that he does now. Like I don't mind them being in his stuff. I don't mind them being friends and playing together, but like Chibi's not the kind of person I would watch do anything on their own. Maybe that's just because I have so many nieces and nephews. The high-pitched voice just brings back memories. Come on, keeping me from my XP. Yeah, a good chunk of the time now, Ray puts out like a clip compilation at the start of every new month, and that's usually how I absorb most of his content. And then like I'll pick and choose what VODs I want to watch the whole thing of based on the clips. Like I don't know. I assume they probably play stuff without Ray as well. The other guy that Ray plays with a lot is Nags, and listening to him and Chibi just scream at each other is always fucking entertaining. Yeah, I set myself up as like a rule. Like whenever I'm watching a VOD of a stream, I don't pause it. I don't stop it. I always just let it play. So like if I have to get up, it's just gonna keep going in the background. Just because otherwise I'll just pause it and never go back to it. Like I'll put something else on. Like I'm always playing. If I like even I don't know if you were here at the very beginning, but I was listening to a podcast when I was playing this, and like I'm always playing like that. No, I just wasn't picking stuff up because I'm honestly I'm more interested in the conversation. I got to turn this off here because I got to go pick my girlfriend up from work. But oh God, I'll probably be back with more of this sometime soon. My work schedule's kind of hard to fucking work around, but if not this, when I finish it, I'll move on to Brotato or something else. I'll keep going. It's nice to actually have something to do. She works in a restaurant, so I doubt she has time for that. And plus, I didn't even tell her I was doing this. I'm gonna see. I can't afford enough of them anyway. I don't think I have too much left to do as far as like the base game trophies either. Just basically unlock Sigma and do a couple more miscellaneous things. The rest of it's all additional trophies. But I'm gonna turn this off. Not sure when I'll be back, but I'll definitely come back if you wanna follow the channel so you know when I'm live. I'll definitely be playing whatever I'm playing. Like I said, I'm currently working my way through Silent Hill, but I have Ghost of Yotai that I haven't even touched yet, just sitting on my hard drive. So I'll be playing something. Always am. But I will see you when I see you, if you're here next time. Thanks for hanging out.